Dear students, in this video you are going to learn about instant based learning. So to start with, I will teach you what is instant based. Then I'll give you an introduction about k-NN learning. Then I'll teach you what is weighted k-NN, and then we'll go for case based reasoning. And after that, I will explain you with an example how to work on an k-NN algorithm. So to start with the instance based learning, like you should know what does mean by instant based learning. The instant based learning, we can call it as the lazy learning algorithm. The lazy learning algorithm, I'll tell you why lazy learning. Like you have learned a lot of learning methods. So in all those learning methods, we construct a general and explicit description of the target function. Okay, when you go for a generalization method, you go for generalization method. You have learned concept learning, you have learned decision tree, naive Bayes. So whenever I give you training example, your objective is to define a model or design a model. So this model will predict an output based upon the training data. Based upon the training data. So your model is already trained, so it is generalized. It will give you a generalized output. But in this case of instant based learning, what happens is the training examples are stored. It is just stored. The training examples are stored, and the target function will, that is, if a new instance, if a new query comes in, the target function will be found only during the runtime. Only during the runtime. It doesn't take the it doesn't do the hard work. Once the training examples comes, it just stores, and whenever a new instance, whenever you have a new classification or new query coming in, only then it will go and search in its memory about the previous examples and will try to find which class it belongs to. So this is called as instant based learning. So there are two methods of k-NN. One is your there are two methods of your instant based learning. I call it as IBL. One is a k-NN. The other one is a locally weighted regression. So you are going to learn all these things. So to start with, I'll give you an example. Like you are going to there is a customer survey done by a supermarket, or by a mall. So whether a particular area is suitable to open a mall. So there are four kind of customers: the less earning customer, and the less earning customer and less buying customer. Okay, the less earning customer and more buying customer. Less earning, these are earnings, and this is buying. So let me draw it very clearly. So a shopping mall is making a survey about the customers. Here is the earnings and here is the buying. So the buying trend of the customers. So what it does is, the people who earn less will buy less. This is one category. So let me mark this category in red color. And there's another second category in which the people earn more. Here the people earn more but they buy less. Stingy people. Okay. So let me mark this in blue color. So these, you may wonder what are these X's? These are instances. So which are data points, which I mark it as data points. And there's a third cluster who are spendthrifts. They earn less, but they spend more. This is a third group. And the fourth group is the lavish customer who earn more and who also spend more. So there are four kind of groups or four kind of classes. Okay, so these four kind of classes, and when a new query comes in, he is a mediocre earning person, mediocre earning person. So this person, which class he belongs to? Let this be the new query. Okay, so this new query will be classified under which cluster? Whether he comes with the less buying and less earning customer, or more earning and less buying customer. So in which category he is going to fall? This is what is your instant based learning. So this will be classified. This particular instant will be classified based upon the previous training examples. Okay, this is called as instant based learning. And when you see this instant based learning, there are a lot of there is one advantage. The one advantage is that it tries to classify only during its runtime. Okay, but this delay, when you see this delay may result in high cost. It becomes very expensive because all the computations that it takes place during the classification time. And the second disadvantage is that it will consider all the attributes. If you have 50 attributes for each instances, for example, take a customer who is taking the loan. He has a name, age, or while going for a loan, how big the page is. There is the application form will consist of some 50 to 60 attributes which you need to fill. And what happens here is your instant based learning will try to take all the attributes into account before classifying the particular query. Okay, so this is all about your instant based learning. So this instant based learning can also be called as a rot learning. We can call it as rot learner, ROTE, rot learner. The other learners or the other learning methods, they know what they are going to do, what is the target, what is the prediction. Okay, because they train on the training data with the target value. But this rot learner, they don't know what they are learning and why they are learning. They just learn. The mugging up category. The mugging up category. There are students who just before the day of the exam, they mug all their data, and the next day they go on, they write their exam. But on the third day when you ask, they will not be able to retrieve the data. They cannot classify, or they are not able to retrieve. They just memorize. So similarly, this KNN or this instant based learning is also called as a rote learning. And where I told you, this is based upon this lazy learning. It is going to be done in three ways. One is KNN method, which you are going to learn. The second one is radial based function method. The third one is case based reasoning method. These are the three methods you are going to do. Okay, so what happens is, if you have large set of instances, we are not going to go for any approximation for the whole version space. But what we do, we here do local approximations. Certain things you need to know. Now, let me define a function f of y, which is equal to 2x plus 5. So when I plot this is going to be a straight line. Okay, now I am going to define another function which is called as a 2x square plus 3x plus 5. So when I go for such a equation, what happens is, here this function will be defined as a target space with a lot of packets. So this version space will be this, we call it as polyhedron. So this space will be divided into lot of packets, and we call this space as a Voronoi space. So these terminologies you must be clear while you are going to learn about your KNN learning. Shall we start with the KNN learning now? Okay, so let me teach you what is Canaan learning in my next video. Thank you.